dúpẹ́ bàbá fúwọ́rẹ́ ńlá rẹ̀. Àwa dúpẹ́ bàbá fúwọ́rẹ́ àánú rẹ̀. Nígbà táyé yọ̀ mí, ẹ̀yin láàbù mi. Nígbà táyé kàn mí, ẹ̀yin mọ̀ sá.
Apart from the women among them, how it's a body established by federal government. Hello. To ensure that financial statements coming from Nigeria are authentic. You are very young, you're not senior. And it's an organization that regulates the practice of. So if you have plans to become an accountant here, you want to be a valuer, you want to be a corporate governance specialist, you want to practice accounting profession in Nigeria, you have to register with us. Correct? Yes. So those people that are responsible in advising businesses about tomorrow are called actuaries. They foresee what is likely to happen in the future. Because there's a belief between what has happened in the past, what is happening now, and what is likely to happen. They use complex mathematics to determine what will happen in the nearest future. So, if you are interested in the profession, you must be good in what? Mathematics. Very, very good in mathematics. And recently, computer and programming, artificial intelligence is helping to reduce the pressure on knowing mathematics. It's a profession. Who can get? Who knows who an accountant is here? Who knows about accountant? Raise your hand. You know about accountant. All of us. We know bankers, Abi. Yes. The way accountants are important in Nigeria is the way actuaries are important. In Nigeria today, professional accountants, we have over 80,000. Bankers, we have over 40,000. Insurance, we have about 40,000. Can somebody guess how many actuaries we have in Nigeria? They are just 28. They are just 28, and we are worried. So most of the banks, most of the insurance companies, pension companies, has to go to other countries like Kenya, South Africa, to go and bring them in. So why do you study a course that is not beneficial to this country? Why won't you study a course that will give you money? Do you know that one of the regulators was looking for an actuary? They offered the actuary 30 million naira in a year. They say they are not taking it because it is too small. And it's very easy to become an actuary. First of all, by taking a degree program at Ekiti University. When you finish, you go to University of Lagos to go and do your master's degree. And you become an associate. Associate is the middle level. Another level, your salary will not less than 50 million naira per annum. So, this is why we are here. We are thinking we are going to have you in an organized hall where we can tell you so many things and show you some slides. But I learned your SSS classes are writing exams. That's why we are here, to introduce the profession to you. So some of my colleagues will be adding value to it. The most important preacher or a man of God in this stage is am I correct? Am I correct? That is the way actuaries are. They are the ones that help you to project into the future. You can plan. All of you know who has about pension? You heard about pension here. Pension. Have you heard about pension system? Have you heard about insurance? These are the people that determine how much premium you pay for your insurance. They are the ones that determines how much you are supposed to contribute now for your pension. So that when you retire, you will have a stream of income that will take care of your wage. And they are not in Nigeria. This is why we are here to send it to you. To tell you about that profession. Come on. From there, my colleagues will add one or two things. Thank you very much.
Great uncle.
Great.
Great uncle.
Great.
Great uncle.
Great.
Good morning to you all.
Good morning, sir.
And we are very sorry that we are drying you people in the sun. This is for your benefit. The essence of us coming here is to encourage you to choose actuarial science as one of your possible courses to study in the university. Actuarial, A-C-T-U-A-R-I-A-L, actuarial, A-C-T-U-A-R-I-A-L. When you get home, I want you to sit down with your parents, go online and read more about who actuaries are, what they do, and the opportunities that are bound for them. When you get to your SS3 and you're about to choose your courses for JAMB, I want you to consider actuarial science as an option. Now, what do you need to study actuarial science in any university? Either you are a science student or you are a commercial student, you can study actuarial science. It simply means the keeper of the book. That's the origin. The keeper of the book. They are like bookkeeper. In those days, in the Roman era, there are people that keep information about number of deaths, about the number of births, and those information were used for insurance purposes. And over time, actuarial science has grown, and then you see them in different fields. Now, after studying actuarial science, where can you work? The actuaries, they are the one that determines how much you should pay for your healthcare service. You should be setting aside to take care of your old age. It is the actuaries that calculate the risk, the financial consequences of various actions that any company takes. Actuaries are very, very good in guiding companies so that they can make profit and also reduce their risk. I want you to consider this as one of your options because the reward is there. U-A-R-I-A-L. I want you to spell it. A-C-T-U-A-R-I-A-L. Actuarial. Actuarial. So I want you to go online and check. Now, what is the reward? The reward is a fantastic one. If you are able to succeed, remember Nigerians are very smart, and I know all of you are smart, aren't you? Yeah, you are very, very smart. So I know if you focus on it and you go for the course and qualify in no time, you will become a very, very comfortable man. You will be able to add value to your school, add value to your parents, add value to your state, add value to Nigeria, and also add value to humanity. Here in Ekiti State University, actuarial science is available. Ekiti State University is close to you here. You don't need to go far. Choose actuarial science as one of the options, and I know you and your parents will be happy that you made that decision. Thank you very much.
In addition to what Prof has said, as you know very well, you can go to university and have your degree. But the next level is to become professionally qualified. There are professional bodies you can write. For example, University of Lagos. By the time you go and do your master's degree there, you have 6 exemptions out of 10, so which is taking you closer to become as big as Ekiti State is. I don't think you have one. So I want you to be the first person. Let me tell you, if you, there is.
You know them.
How many?
Very, very.
I know you are very sound. You have the largest number of
professors
professors in Nigeria. So I want you to convert that professorship to become a professional actuary. So I want you to take it upon yourself. If you become an actuary today, you have removed poverty from your family. I know what I'm talking about. You have removed poverty forever from your village, and you have written your village in the annal of history. If you the problem of actuary is when you qualify now, your name will be shown all over the world, and any country, Canada, US, come and pick you.
Anchor. Great anchor. Now you've had it all. You've had it from the first person, you've had it from the second person. My own is just to add one or two things to it. Now when you want to build a house, when you want to build a 6-story building, the first thing you need to think about is the foundation. So I want to talk about the foundation. Now your journey to become an actuary starts from today. It starts from now. Many years ago, over 30 years ago, I was just like you. So whatever decision you want to make about your future is not until when you are 20 years old, when you are 20. No, it starts from today. If you want to become an actuary, the decision starts from today, and you start working towards it from today. So in the next number of years to come, when you now become a qualified actuary, you will now flash back and remember that sometimes in 2025, some group of people came to our secondary school and they told us about actuarial science. Now today I'm an actuary. Now what I would just like to say is this. There's a subject called mathematics. It's a subject you do, and it's a requirement. Now, if you don't like mathematics, as from today, try and make mathematics your best friend. That way. I had a distinction in mathematics. I had a distinction in further mathematics. So don't just limit it to mathematics alone. Now go further. Go to further mathematics. Because that's just the foundation. If you don't like mathematics, don't even talk about becoming an actuary. Because actuaries, they use mathematical and statistical tools to handle risk situations for companies. So that means mathematics is the background. Mathematics is the basics. Let it be your favorite subject from today. I think that's all I have to say. So thank you very much. Okay, my own story. Okay, thank you. You want me to share my story? My own story is just the fact that, I told you that over 30 years ago, I was just like you. I was not good in mathematics. In fact, when I solve mathematics, it gives me a headache, gives me problem. All those equations, simultaneous equation, what is this? But when I got a teacher who told me the same thing I'm beginning to tell you now, my way of thinking changed. My way of thinking changed. So when I was to now move from GSS to SS, I now decided to go into science class, and in addition, I now decided to even go for further mathematics. Now they now started teaching us complex mathematics. And to my surprise, it now became my favorite subject. I got admission to the university in 2004, and I applied for statistics. And that course, which used to be a very difficult course, now became something I found so simple, to the extent that I teach people pass. I came out of the university with a very fantastic grade. Now, my conclusion is this: there is the only thing that is impossible in this life, in this world, is what you yourself have concluded in your mind that you cannot achieve. Whatever you have made up your mind that you can achieve, you can achieve. How many of you here believe that you will become an actuary? Let me see your hand up. Now, the fact is that everything starts from your mind. Everything what starts from your mind. So I want you to have a positive mindset. I want you to have a mindset that you can achieve it. Thank you very much. Great anchor.
banking is theory now, you know. But one of my brothers, who is a chartered accountant, hello, invited me to a conference, and I attended the conference. When I saw the kind of life they are living there, there's no poverty there. I said, wow. I now asked them, I said, how can I become your member? They showed me. Let me tell you, the story has changed today. I won't want to keep you inside the sun because of the weather. We have a small gift for you. We are having a t-shirt like this for everybody in this hall, so that you continue to see. These are the bodies supporting this program. But this is the body that sponsored this one. So, from time to time, we have a presentation. We are going to send it to your vice principal. They will share it to you. I don't know whether you can print it, so that all the information you need about becoming an actuary is there. I don't know whether the principal
every day on the assembly, one teacher or the other is always giving you information about your future. Now, we have a group of people here talking to you about what you can do in future. I forget the name of that course. One of my brothers, no, not your own. The name is very fine and beautiful. And one of my brothers said that is what you want to be. Later we discovered that those people are those people repairing this watch.
Wow.
Very soon. Horology. All right. Some of you have it in mind that you want to become microbiology, this and that. These people are here to tell you what you can do easily and become rich without stealing, not Yahoo. So we are going to talk to you about it more and more. And sir, we will still expect you again. So we organize ourselves with the board. We are always free on Friday. So thank you, sir, on behalf of the principal and the people. We are so grateful. By God's grace, you see some of them becoming. Okay, they have gift for us. So I want you back to your line. A, B, C, D, E. Let's go.
Yeah, student, come. Uncle, two of you.
Thank you, sir.
I hope you are not in leisure school.
the arrangement is somehow because the university that gave us, and we're thinking the university will have made us contact for arrangement. Though they are aware, but if there's no follow up in anything.
How to do it, where to do it. We are here to answer that question in relation to actuarial science as a life career in Nigeria. When we were very young, as a student of this notable El Dorado Christ School, Ekiti, the only school in this part of the world in Africa that is our school, and that's why I put the word El Dorado here. You know what we have two of this school? One in England, where the founder of the school came, and the other one in Ekiti here. When we hear the word Altura, we can only go to the University of Lagos to study Altura in engineering. But now it's because now in Ekiti State, our people are here now to create awareness. They are here to create awareness. And when Oga or Ayinde visited me in the office with Mr. Oladi, a prominent, vibrant lecturer at the university, I was informed that one of the octopus of knowledge with tentacles of wisdom, Professor Adeleke, who is also a professor in natural sciences here with us. Baba Adeleke, yes, sir. You are welcome, sir. That is Professor Adeleke from the University of Lagos with actual science, either in science or in the management unit of Ekiti State University. I God bless them well with you. Amen. Shall we welcome them with the first answer of the Christ one before they start to talk? That is from the only school in this part of Africa. You have many secondary schools, you have many colleges, you have clinical secondary school, clinical high school, clinical commercial secondary. But this is Christ school, and we bear the name of God the Creator. Shall we stand up? 3, 2, 1. Christ school, the Creator, most wanted, the only child of everyone, born in night to the
Thank you very much. Our people thank the participants. We want to listen to what they want to tell us, and I've told you to ask questions after the talk, the career talk, and you'll get your jotters down. So now we hand over to the participants. Thank you, John. I'll start the program.
time I stand in front of students, I remember my days, 1970s when I was like this. It's a pleasure to be here for them to introduce our team. On the right side is Professor Adeleke Kumail. He is the Professor of Actuarial Science from the University of Lagos. On my left is Oladele. My friend on my left, Oladejo. He is the head of internal audit unit and special projects in Financial Reporting Council. On my immediate left is Mrs. Debo at Bishop. He is the head of underwriting at the Guinea Insurance, Lagos. The next is our husband, Mr. He's a lecturer of the Actuarial Department at State University. And my name is Olasipo Mbele. I'm the head directorate of Actuarial Standard Financial Reporting Council. To my right is Florence, she's from Financial Reporting Council, my colleague work there. And that is Dr. Albaka from Financial Reporting Council. Is the head sustainability reporting financial reporting. We will explain us the head financial reporting council. Well, thank you very much for now.
Before the order, I want to tell you a brief history of this school. This is high school, Ekiti. A school that was founded in the year 1933. June 30th, 1933. The school started in the present Bishop's Court. But in 1936, Governor Bernard Bodinion came to this part of the world to lay the foundation of this powerful site in 1936. The founder of the school is Venerable Ajikin Henry Dalima with his wife, Mama Dorothy Dalima. And we have 5 houses in this school. And this school has produced eminent personality in the whole world. Many governors like late like my senior, His Excellency, Dr. Kayode Fayemi. I came to Christ in 1977 and left in 1982. Senior Fayemi, His Excellency, my governor, came in 75 and left in 80. When he was in confinement, I was in for 3 years. And we have in books administration, at least 4 of the people in the cabinet are among the people from high school. In the power administration, there were 29 high school boys on the team because we believe in him and we love him. And here in the student group, the ESUT, CMP, this and that, they are from high school. And that is high school. And that is why the high school we say ourselves as number 1. And that is why we are able to tell you that in everything we are number 1. You are welcome once again.
All school. Once again, good morning to you all. Good morning, sir. So today we are here to discuss your future. I know you all want to succeed, right? Yes, sir. So you will pick your biro or your pencil and you write. I will dictate you after some time. I will dictate. So So we are here to discuss about what you can do in future and become very successful so that you can join the list of what we have just heard, the list of successful alumni of this school, so that you can become governor, just as you have produced governors already, so that you can become ministers, as you have already produced ministers, so that you can become good businessmen. So we are here to discuss a course that is called actuarial science. What did I call it?
Actuarial science.
I want to spell it, so this is where you need to start writing. ACT UA RIAL. ACT UA RIAL. Let's spell it together.
ACT UA RIAL.
That is the name of the course we are introducing you to. Those are some of us who want to become medical doctors. Some who want to become engineers. Many who want to become accountants. How much does it cost to treat malaria? It is not the doctor by the pharmacy. It is you. By the time you study actuarial science, you'll be able to calculate it. How much should somebody pay for health insurance? It is you. By the time you study actuarial science, that will determine how much they will pay. How much should we set aside now so that in future I can reap plenty reward? It is you that is skilled in financial mathematics that will be able to do all the calculations. What kind of decision should our company take so that we will not lose our investment? It is you, by the time you have studied actuarial science, that can guide the company. Remember, let us spell it again. Let's spell it again.
ACT
That is the course. Put it in your head. Always remember, actuarial. Actuarial. Say it.
Actuarial.
That course will give you plenty of money by the time you graduate and write the exams. When we say plenty of money, I mean you will earn in dollars. When you qualify and you are in Nigeria here, companies all over the world will have access to your profile. Companies in Canada will request you to come over. Companies in the US will request that you should come and join them. Just as you have the footballers moving from one company to another, one team to another, one club to another. You too, you will see companies that will be dragging you to come and then they will offer you good pay. By the time you are done, you will be so comfortable that you will come back to this school and then give back. Anybody can study actuarial science if you choose to. You need not be science students only. You need not be commercial students only. You need not be art students only. Once you do maths and English, and then we advise you to add economics to it, you can study actuarial science in school. Once again, to study actuarial science in school, it's not compulsory that we must be science students because the name is actuarial science. No. It's not compulsory that we must be commercial students. not compulsory that it must be arts. Once you have done maths and English, then we advise you to add economics to it as part of your subject combination. You will be able to study actuarial science in the school. Let's spell it again. Thank you very much. This is the information that I have for you.
Then the problem is, why are we doing this? Why are we not doing for accountancy, economics, or other things? There's a problem in Nigeria, and only you can solve it. Can somebody guess how many accountants we have in Nigeria? Can anybody guess? For financial reporting account, I'm a director of actuarial science. Even through this school, at the end of the year, there's a financial statement. Have you seen it before? How the school makes money, how they spend money, whether they are making profit or not. That's financial statement. Inside the financial statement, there are so many people that contribute to it. Somebody will come to this school, come and value this building, that is value. We regulate them. Somebody will prepare a financial statement. The accountant of this place is supposed to be a registered accountant. So, can you imagine that somebody that's supposed to determine the value of your opinion, that's supposed to determine how long you can live, the kind of health program you can do for you, we have 2028. We have 56 insurance companies, we have 24 banks, and each of these places is supposed to have at least 2. The FRC is supposed to have at least 4. NNPC, CBN, NDIC, Central Bank, everywhere. There's none. We are waiting for you. Only you can say it. It's not a difficult examination, but you must be a lover of mathematics. Can I repeat it? At this right time, for you to take that. I know not everybody likes mathematics, but at this age is the right time you can change trajectory. I didn't like mathematics before, but with the right teachers and mentorship, I got A1 mathematics, and that is the beginning. Those who have interest in mathematics get admission to the university. When you finish that examination, then you are going to write professional examination. Professional what? Examination. You know, there's a twist to it. Nigeria, financial reporting campus now saying, don't worry, the examination is written in what? In dollars. For you to apply for the exam, you pay in dollars. We now say, don't worry. If you write that examination and pass, we are going to refund your money to you. As I told you, we have thousands of accountants, bankers, tax practitioners, auditors, corporate governance, authority. We don't do it for anybody. Because there's a crisis in Nigeria. We are people who, when you finish your university, we have a scholarship. For the best graduating university in Nigeria, we are going to pay your school fee back. When you graduate and you become the best graduating student in Nigeria, all the money you spend in your university, we are going to give you back. And this is open till we have adequate number of actuaries in Nigeria. Nigeria needs 3,000 actuaries, and we are moving 8. Can I repeat myself?
Yes.
We are looking for one of 3,000, and we are moving 8. So you are our future. Only you can fill the position. NFPC is waiting for you. CBN is waiting for you. Banks are waiting for you. Investment corporations are waiting for you. NDIC is waiting for you. Federal Revenue Service is waiting for you. PENCOM is waiting for you. NICOM is waiting for you. We cannot afford to leave this country and go and bring somebody from another country. If you see how much these people are earning. Let me give you an example. There's an organization called National Insurance Company of Nigeria. They were looking for actuaries. They couldn't get. So we advertised inside this paper a month ago. Nobody applied. Because the people that employ them now cannot use them. There was a regulator that needs an actuary, and they offer one actuary 28 million naira per year. The actuary rejected it. That can make this money with no work. So the future is bright for you. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. Anything that has to do with mathematics is always what? You have to take it serious. But it is doable. With the support FRC is providing. If you look at these t-shirts, everybody here will have these t-shirts. We are printing for you. You see here, you see this academia, you see University of Lagos here. This is NICOP, National Insurance Company of Nigeria. This is PENCOM, Pension Insurance Company of Nigeria. This is Nigeria Assurance Society. We have PwC, KPMG, EY, and Deloitte. And we have the Nigerian Insurance. These are people that are ready to provide their money. So that by the time you finish university, every other thing is paid for, provided you are what? Serious and you pass your examination. So how many among us have been convinced here today? Let's say how many among us here has been convinced that this is doable? It's doable. It is doable. And when you finish your degree, you can proceed to go and do your master's degree. University of Lagos. There's a linkage with Institute of Faculty of Actuary of UK. So that when you finish your master's degree, out of the 10 papers, you are given 6 as an example. You just write the other 4. So it's actually so easy. The problem is we don't have support system. And federal government has come out and said, don't worry. Anybody that shows interest and is serious, writing examination and passing, we will give you your money back. It is not done by the professional Nigeria. So count yourself very lucky. Take up the opportunity. It's not going to be easy, but at every level of your talent, we are there to provide you. We are providing you tuition free when you want to write the examination. We connect with any professional body you want to write with, either in America, Canada, or UK. So that when you write to receive your tuition, we are going to pay for you. When you write the examination and pass, we are funding your examination fee to you. So that at the end of the day, let me tell you, if you pass that examination and you become a professional paper, poverty has left your family. You know why? As you write the examination and pass, the whole world knew you have passed. And every country will be struggling to take you. People are passing, but the rate of pass is too low. You have to become an associate before you become a fellow. Right now, we have only 4 associates, and these are the only 4 that can do the fellowship level. We are not encouraged with analysts we have. We want you to become a member of that. And I promise you, you will never regret it. You have to ask the question. Don't raise your hand. You are ready to answer any question here. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. As I said as SS1, I challenge my lecturer. I come. So, any question, anybody with any question? Come. Okay. Anybody with any question? Any question?
We sincerely thank you for the career that you are sending to us. I pray that God will see you through in your life in Jesus' name. I am Reverend Canon Oshada Chakabatola, retired principal, and also retired Reverend Canon. My question is, can someone who has graduated and is now an engineer, can she change or can she join the career that you are talking about?
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for the question. Can anyone that have graduated from any field go into actuarial science after graduation? Yes. Once you have graduated and you feel that you want to switch to actuarial science, you are free. Any graduate, as far as they can cope with mathematical rigor, can go into actuarial science and succeed. We have seen someone with biology as first degree becoming an actuary. We have seen a medical doctor. He has qualified, he is practicing, not trying to go into actuarial science. And he's here. You have also seen mathematicians becoming actuaries. Yes, sir. Next question. Okay.
Anybody?
Feel free.
name?
And your class.
My name is Pamela Samuel. I'm Jesus King. I'm Daniel House. So I want to ask, is your mathematics, English, and economics like artificial arts and science that we can do?
The O-level courses or the O-level subjects that you need: maths, English, econs, any two science subjects, any two commercial subjects, any two arts. See, that's why I said it doesn't preclude science students, commercial, or art. Once you add economics to your subject, you are free. Math, English, econs, then do any two science, any two non-science. That's what we call them, non-science. It could be arts, it could be commercial. I hope you are okay with that question.
Adenows. So I want to ask if actuarial science can be brought into secondary schools.
So, we will consider that, just as we have insurance. No, we don't have insurance in secondary school. We have accounting. That's a good one. That's a good take home. We will go and see if we can create a module and then introduce it to secondary school. Thank you very much for raising that.
Another person.
My question is,
Can you get your name? Can you please repeat your name?
My name is Ogutu Asialis, SS1 out, Baba Boarding House. Can someone be an actuarist and also have another profession?
Okay, see. As I told you, there are categories of specialization in actuary. You can specialize in investment actuary. You can specialize in health, financial, in fact, you can be a medical doctor and be a specialist actuary in medicine. You see, actuary is about future. You can specialize in what kind of, how do we treat malaria in Nigeria? How much will it cost Nigeria to prevent malaria? How does it cost Nigeria on average to cure a particular disease? So you can even introduce your own profession you have done before and research into that actuary and look into the future. Actuary about solving future problems. So you can be an accountant. What are the challenges accountants are facing? But when you now look into the future, you are not considering the future, the risk. Actually, it's about preventing risk. If you are able to look into the future and really risk, you are actually. So the profession you are practicing now, you can apply actuarial science to it. So if your profession is not looking into the future, then you are a practice of actuary. You don't need to leave that your profession, but you can specialize in that particular area. That's about it. Next question. People are coming up.
Just hold on. Let's have it.
My question is, who is the founder of the artificial science? Who is the founder?
Average human being is worried about tomorrow, am I correct? Nobody knows what will happen tomorrow. So what we do was we started praying. Am I correct? We started praying. And when we don't cross our prayer, we consult prophets. Am I correct? We go to ritual homes. So in the effort of looking towards tomorrow, some professions started coming up. We have pastors, we have farming, we have prophecy, we dream, just to know what is in the future. Just like human beings, businesses tend to look at the future. And business, you cannot invest 20 million in business and consult a pastor. You understand me? We still do it, we still practice today. But for people to invest in your business, they need data. You know what I mean? How has your business been growing? What is the rate of economic development? You understand me? Hello? What are the issues? So those are the information we need. So when you tend to look, so in those days, there was no direct flight from Nigeria or Africa to other countries. The voyage, all the ships started sailing. Many of the ships never come back because of what? Because of accidents. Just like Asali never returned back to England. So they started documenting, as Prof said, they started documenting the ships that went and never came back. So this thing started as early as 4 BC, even before Christ. Started documenting, okay, they now started looking at, okay, if most of the ships that went in a particular month never returned. In the ancient Greece, some of the ships never returned. Okay, they now say, okay, let us arrange ourselves. How do we compensate some of the people that have gone on voyage and never returned? So they started bringing out some money. Started contributing money. Just like you go to a voyage and come back. So for every person whose ship never returned, that is how the insurance business commences. So as they were doing in Greece, in UK, burial is very, very important. There was a time there's a plague in UK where people started dying. So they now started saving someone, people that are alive. In case somebody falls sick and the medical treatment is more than what that person can afford, that's how health insurance coming up. So it does not start particularly in a particular area. And in America, they started introducing investment. So I would say as early as 4 BC, but actuarial science does not become into practice until the mid-50s, when they start introduce the Society of Actuaries. What do you call it? SOA, no, in UK.
In UK, the IFOA.
It's not IFOA, but Society of Actuaries in UK. You understand me? Society of Actuaries in UK. It was in early 50s when that body was established. That will be the first time, but there's a particular person, I don't remember the person, who now pronounce, ordinarily actually means actuarial. People that are documenting down, but it became a profession in the early 40s or 50s.
My name is Alola. That mouse. Down to Aja. How many years did you take to study this course?
The duration of the course is actually 4 years. So when you gain admission, it takes 4 years to get the degree. Now after earning the degree, you will now start writing the professional exam. Depending on how serious you are and how smart you are, it can be done in 3 years, 4 years, and then you start earning big money.
My question is,
what are the areas of
Okay. What are the careers of practice of actuarial science? And then what are the universities that are offering them? Yes. So I'll start with the second one. There are about 8 universities that are taking actuarial science as we speak. We have Ekiti State University is doing it, that's why we are encouraging you. University of Lagos is doing it. We also have ABU, Ahmadu Bello University. We have University of Jos. We have Federal University of Duse. We have Dennis Osadebe University in Asaba. And then we also have Nnamdi Azikiwe University in Awka. But Ekiti State University is very, very close to you. Now to answer the first question, what are the different areas of practice? You can choose to be a health actuary. That means anything that has to do with health insurance, it is you that will do the calculation. You determine how much they should pay as capitation, determine how much they should pay to buy health insurance products. You advise the HMO on the cost of care. You advise state government on the cost of care. You can also be pension actuary, where you take care of the elderly, start preparing people for their future, prepare them for a time where income will stop and they need to rely on their investment to survive at old age. It will be your duty to design different products for them. You can also be general insurance actuary, where you determine premium to be paid for different health insurance, different insurance products. You can also be an expert in banking. So you see them in banking protecting funds. You can also be consultant. You can be consultant to government, you can be consultant to companies, and then you can also be a risk manager. So actuaries are finding different frontiers of practicing. So whichever one you choose, I'm sure you will excel. And you can also be more than one. You can play, multiple roles. So that means you need to write the exam so that you'll be able to be called health actuary and at the same time pension actuary. All right? The reward. You will be part of the solution. Remember at the beginning I said, are we all aware that Nigeria has so many problems? You said yes. So you can be part of the solution if you study actuarial science. Naturally, that reward, that financial reward will come. Are you getting it? So it is not just the money that you are targeting, it is the service, the solution that you are providing. And then you will be rewarded for providing that solution.
I am necessary. I am also in agriculture. My question is that when someone is average in mathematics, can person be to be an actuary? And also, what degree of actuarial science doctorate?
Okay. So if somebody is good in mathematics,
no, average.
Look, average in math, yes. You know when you are average, it means there is room for improvement. So you will just improve with the average and then move up to above average. And then you will excel. Don't worry, what is very interesting. Everything about this world is pointing towards mathematics. What did your parents science do to help the country?
How do they help the country?
Okay. The actuaries, how will they help the country? Oh, they provide services. Let me give you a story about two major hazards that we are all exposed to. Everybody, we are exposed to two hazards. Dying too early, living too long. If you die too early as a young man and you have a family, there's a problem. You are living, you are exposing your family to financial difficulty. If you live too long, there is possibility that you will outlive your savings. There is possibility that the people that are supposed to take care of you will even die before you. Actuaries have come up with products to address those two problems by coming up with life annuity to take care of those that will be living too long, and also life assurance for those that will die very early, so that their family can earn something to sustain themselves. So you can see, the actuaries will help to design healthcare products that is right for you.
My question is that, and you said that you want to study
Actuarial science.
and I are going to know math, two science subjects,
Or art, no. Either two science subjects, commercial or two art.
So I want to ask that, the economics is like a general subject for the three classes. Is it compulsory to study those two courses before you study actuarial science?
Okay. Thank you very much for the question. Remember that you need minimum of 5 credits to get into university. Minimum of 5 credits. So if you have taken maths, you have taken English, and you have taken economics. So you need 2 other ones. That's why I was advising that those 2 other ones need not come from science alone. The 2 other ones can be from science, you can be from non-science. Do you get it? So that you can meet that minimum of 5 O-level credits to get into university. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We have 2 people left.
Okay. So someone said, does it have anything to do with engineering? No, it has nothing to do with engineering, but you can use the skill that you have learned in actuarial science. If you decide to not go for engineering later, you can use it, okay, for determining risk level or anything. You get it? But at the initial level, they have nothing in common. What is common to them is mathematics. You get it? So maths is in engineering, maths is in actuarial science.
My name is Ayanda Idris. I'm GSS2 House. I want to ask that what step are you going to take if you want to join actuarial science?
So, what steps should you take if you have a vision of becoming an actuary in the future? Number 1, take a decision now that you want to study actuarial science. Have that determination and be convinced. Talk to your parents about it, and then the 2 of you have agreed that actuarial science is the direction. Number 1. Number 2, ensure that you study very, very well. Your math, be serious about it. Your English, be serious about it. Your economics, be serious about it. And your other subject. And then by the time you get to SS3, make sure that in your JAM, you select actuarial science as your option. Also consider Ekiti State University as one of your choice of your university. Subject. Recommendation in JAM.
For Ekiti State University. For WAHEC in Ekiti State University, or let me say SSC, mathematics, English language, economics, and any other 2 subjects. Then for JAM also, mathematics, English language, economics, and any of accounting, commerce, government, physics, chemistry, biology, or any other literature. But it is compulsory, mathematics, English, and economics, and any other subject for our subject combination in JAM. Thank you.
The feedback is just 1 hour and we have considered 1 hour. Actually, normally takes the time because you have to deliver a report on time. So, it's my pleasure to invite Mr. Sulu Obayo Odowa to give the vote of thanks and closing remarks. Thank you very much for your participation.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the school, on behalf of the proprietor of the school, the principal of the school, and the management, I want to thank you, sir, for the highly sensitive discipline you have shown to us. So thank you very much. In fact, for the first time I've been hearing that science. I've not heard it before. So I'm hearing it as a graduate and that I have left for another. I've not heard of it before, but now that I have it, I know the importance. It is a science that studies what? Problems. It gives solutions to problems. And in this country, we have economic problems, we have financial problems, we have social problems.
we have myriads of problems. So I'm sure by the time we have so many graduates on this, after solving all those subjects, all those problems, Nigeria will be brought out from its economic, social, and financial doldrum. So once again, I want to thank you, sir, and we are looking forward to seeing you more and more. And I'm assuring you that you have sown this seed to this school. In the next 4 years, the next 4 or 5 years, you will see graduates on the course. Thank you very much, and we are looking forward to seeing you.
As I said, we are going to Federal University of Italy, we are going to University of George, we are going to University of Benin, we are in University, and we will go to the University of George. So it is customary of us, wherever we go, to give a token of our appreciation to the principal or the vice chancellor of the university. Thank you very much. Yeah?
Can we rise up?
Thank you very much.
We share this group prayer. Stand everybody. Let us chant this group prayer. 3, 2, 1.
Sit down. Gender bias. Okay. Thank God. I'm fighting for our gender, madam. When I saw the welcome, I have to talk for our gender. How can I see just 5 men without any? You are welcome, man. Thank you. You are welcome, sir. You organize the place where you can meet. These people are from the vice chancellor. The vice chancellor called yesterday that they are coming here today, which means the vice chancellor is aware of what they are doing here today. So don't think that they are just coming here just to speak grammar and do it. No, they are here purposely for you. Okay? So make sure you calm down and listen attentively, and you hear from them. You are welcome, sir. I want to say that on behalf of the management, thanks for coming, for even considering our speech. Take care of that. The Lord will bless you in Jesus' name. This is X International College in Akau. We manage by X Management, State University Management. So doing that is why we speak with the Vice Chancellor of the University. So I want to welcome you on behalf of X Management, and I want to welcome on behalf of X International College Management. You are welcome, sirs and ladies. So here we meet our students. Whatever you have for them, they are expecting from this.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Lasikomianji. I am the Directorate of Actuarial Standards. On the team, we Mr. Olajire is a lecturer at EXU. This is Professor Adeleke Ismaila. He's a professor of actuarial science, University of Lagos. This is Mr. Olajire Odalejo. Mr. Olajire Odalejo is the head of internal audit as well as the head special project financial reporting council. Madam Flores is from Financial Reporting Council too. He assists me in my office. And that's Madam Debo Adeshokon. He's the Assistant General Manager on underwriting Kini Insurance Nigeria PLC. And that's her husband. He's a specialist, an accountant by profession, an auditor by profession too. Why are we here? Ordinarily, our intention is to come to the state university to come and advocate a profession called actuarial science. How many of us have heard that course before? Actuarial science. One person? You can see why we are here. So if I say, how many have heard about accountancy? How many people have heard about accountancy profession before? Almost everybody knows that. So here is a professional in actuarial science. Professor Adeleke Ismaila is going to educate us on who and what is an actuary. Well, I will tell you the reason why it is important for Financial Reporting Council to be here today. Prof. What is it?
Good afternoon to you all. To the management of the school, good afternoon, and it's great to be here. Thanks for having us. To the students, it's also great to meet you at this tender age. The Guardian and Counseling Unit will be discussing with you on possible courses that you can take, on possible profession that you should pursue. Many of you want to go into the medical profession. You want to be a medical doctor. Some might want to be engineers. Others will want to be bankers, accountants, or even microbiologists. But we are here to also advise that you should consider a course called actuarial science. You all have your Bible. Actuarial is spelled A-C-T-U-A-R-I-A-L. A-C-T-U-A-R-I-A-L. Actuarial science have been around for long. Unfortunately, the number of universities that are taking it in Nigeria are very, very few. At the point, the University of Lagos was the only university taking it for a very long time until the Human University ventured into it. Along the line, we lost accreditation. You have ABU that used to have business administration with actuarial option. Then they started the actuarial science as full-blown course. After which, University of Jos also introduced it. And luckily, Ekiti State University have also introduced actuarial science. So we are here to promote the course and also encourage enrollment into that department, the Department of Actuarial Science here in Ekiti State University. What is actuarial science all about? Or at least you need to have an idea of it before you take your decision. Remember the spelling. A-C-T-U-A-R-I-A-L, and it is pronounced actuaria. Actuaria. The word actuaria is a Latin word from the word actus, and simply means the keeper of the book. With the state government, you can work as a consultant, standing on your own, determining what to do with your time. So if you work as a pension actuary, that means you are one of those that will be designing the pension for the elderly. How much should you be setting aside to ensure that when they leave the service, they will be able to sustain a minimum lifestyle? It is you. It is not the accountant that can calculate it. It's not the banker. It is the actuary. But the actuary will bring into play survivorship, the probability of an individual dying before certain age, the probability of an individual surviving from age 1 to another age X. This is the actuary that does that. The actuaries are very, very useful in all areas. Remember how I started my story? I started by telling us what actuarial means. Actuarial simply means the keeper of the book. But that definition has been transformed. Today, we define an actuary as that professional that is quantitatively skilled, analytically skilled, has business acumen, and that individual can help safeguard the fund of organization. That individual can help predict the possibility of catastrophic events happening, and then they help set aside funds to mitigate against these catastrophic events. They can also help to design schemes to avoid it, or to do anything just to manage all those catastrophic events, which means actuaries are risk managers. So we want you to consider, by the time you get to your SS3, consider actuarial science as one of the possible options when you are selecting your course of choice. Now, what are the subjects that you need for you to study actuarial science in a university? You need your maths, you need your English, economics, and any other 2 subjects. Those 2 subjects could be science, it could be non-science. That means once you have your maths, English, and econs, you can have history plus biology. Is allowed. So maths, English, econs, and then any other 2 subjects. So because it is actuarial science doesn't mean that only science students can go for it. You are in a commercial class, you can decide to go for actuarial science when the time is due. You get to your SS3, your 5 papers, maths, English, econs, 2 other ones can go into actuarial science. Even at the JAMB level, what you also need is the maths, English, econs, and then any other subject to make it the usual 4. So consider actuarial science as your course, as a profession. Consider being an actuary. Now, how do you become a qualified actuary? Remember, the journey starts now by you taking the decision, going home after your holiday, discussing with your parents extensively. Many of you know how to browse, don't you? You go online, check. You can sit down with your parents and also find out more about this field. That's the very first step, taking a decision. And then ensuring that you have your 5 credits in relevant subjects. What are the relevant subjects? Math, English, econs, and then any other 2. So the 2 could be science, the 2 could be non-science. So once you do your JAM, remember, the State University is taking actuarial science. The State University is offering actuarial science. There is a department of actuarial science in the State University. Although you have the freedom, you have the liberty of choosing any other universities that are taking it. University of Lagos is taking it, ABU is taking it, University of Jos is taking it, and other universities. So once you get in, the duration is just 4 years. After 4 years, you will graduate and become an actuarial scientist or an actuarial science graduate. So you have earned your degree. Then the next phase is for you to pursue the professional qualification. The university will have given you that foundation, that prerequisite knowledge that you need to write the exam and pass. So once you are done and you have graduated, start writing the exam. If you are religious about the writing of the exam and you are disciplined about it, in 3 years you should be able to have your associateship. And then subsequently you can specialize and become a fellow. Fellow is about specialization. So we have health actuary, that means they specialize in designing health products. So they are the one that will determine how much you should pay for you to access healthcare. They are the one that will advise state government on how to prepare budgets for health, because they know, based on the figures, the cost of healthcare to an individual. They know the probability of an individual having malaria in the next 2 months. They know how many people will be diagnosed for typhoid this year. So they can estimate the cost of care. That is for health actuary. You can also decide to be a general insurance actuary. That means you work with insurance companies. You help them determine premium that they will charge their customers. So whatever product you are buying from the insurance company, it is you that is behind the mathematics. You calculate how much you should charge, you calculate how much you should pay out as a benefit. You can also be pension actuary. That means you help design benefits that either the government will offer its workers at the time of retirement, either the company would, the gratuity that they need to set aside, or all sort of benefits at the time of retirement. They determine what is best for a particular group of people, whether it is closed pension, whether it is a defined benefit, or otherwise. Those are the health actuaries. You also have actuaries that are investment experts. So you have investment actuaries. Those are in charge of deciding how funds will be invested, putting into consideration the risk that is attached to each of the investment units. The actuaries, the investment actuaries that are doing that. So you also have actuaries that are risk managers, enterprise risk managers. So you have actuaries in that area. You also have actuaries in banking. You can specialize in protecting the funds that the bank has. So you can put all the risk measures. So at a glance, the bank will know its position. You can put the credit risk you compute the financial rules, you compute market rules. All those tools are actuarial tools. So these are different areas and more that you can practice. You can even decide to stay on your own. Now, what is the benefit after becoming all of this? The benefits are so huge. Now, you are one of the vital few in society. You know, you have been separated from the trivial many because you are now a qualified actuary. You'll be celebrated, not just in Nigeria, but at the global level. The good thing about the actuarial exam is, as you are passing each of the papers, your profile is on the internet. As you are passing each of the papers, your profile is on the internet. And that's the challenge that we have, even as a country. Before our students graduate, or before the students qualified as actuaries, they have been taken. So we are happy that our products are everywhere. But as a nation, we are losing, and that's why we need to produce more. So those products are already, in quotes, exported. So they are everywhere. Part of foreign direct, you know, at least there will be some inflow when they remit funds to their families. But we need to produce more, and that's why we want to encourage all of you. Nigerians are very, very smart, and I know that you are one of the smart ones. In fact, all of you are smart. Are you not smart? Yes. So, once Nigerians set their mind on certainty, they will achieve it. That is one of the qualities that separates us from other black nations. So we know, all we just need to do is to awaken that Nigerianness in you, that look, also consider actuarial science. At the end, when you have the question and answer session, I'll be giving you more information. Thank you.
So thank you, Professor Lillie. You have said much. FRC, Financial Reporting Council, is a body established by federal government to regulate the practice of accountancy, auditing, taxation, and the rest of them. Any financial profession is being regulated by FRC. The question you ask is, why are we not doing for accountancy, for auditing, or for actuaries? That's why we are here. Nigeria is in crisis of actuaries. As Prof said, and I keep saying it, as of today, ICANN and ANA has a total number of about 75,000 accountants. Can I repeat it? 75,000 accountants are professionally qualified in Nigeria. The bankers are about 50,000. The insurance, she's one of them, about 45,000. And you may ask me, how many actuaries do we have in Nigeria? 28. Can I repeat it? 28. With all the areas of function we have to serve. We have 66 insurance companies, we have central bank, we have manners of financial regulators, we have banks, we have brokerage firms, NNPC is there, CBN is there, FRC is there, NICOM, there is no single actuary there. How would the Nigerian educational system be? That is exactly the same problem we are having. So, we are waiting for you. As out of the 28 we are talking about 6 or 7 of them are from Kenya, South Africa. They are coming in. If I tell you how much the insurance company were paying this, if I mention the figure here, you will think twice why you are not doing this profession. And they are paying dollars. It's a profession that Nigerians are not exposed to, and we are paying dearly. If you know what they call financial statement, this school has financial statement, am I correct? At the end of the year, they prepare financial statement of inflow from school fee, expenses for running generator, for paying teachers. At the end of the day, you determine whether you make profit or not, or loss. Am I correct? If you look at that financial statement, unknown to you here, there are about 7 people that prepare the financial statement, but we only know accountants and the auditor. Am I correct? If one of the assets they declare is property plan and improvement, your building here, they evaluate it. The evaluator comes unknown to you, maybe only the principal will know. And they run mad. How many courses is it going to run? This is the situation we are. That is why it is my duty as a director to monitor what they do, sanction them when they make mistakes. Will I sit down for a whole year and be monitoring 28 people that can finish in 1 month? When I was in another department, we have about 40,000. So I am more or less having your job. That's why I left my office there to come and start talking to you here. The hope is not where it's in this school. It's in secondary school. If you don't apply to university, or those people that finish university didn't go and do master's degree, University of Lagos, at the end of the day, it's as if in this school now, there's no bricklayer, and you are not telling somebody to go and start molding block for you. You can imagine how that building will be. Or there's no building engineer in Nigeria. See, why are people building collapsing? Because there are no engineers. Most of the bricklayers have become engineers. At the end of the day, you see some building, leaking water. Engineer, you will never see a building built by Julius Berger that will be leaking. It's not possible. When you see the wall of the house, you start seeing water dropping. Go and manage, go and see the person that did it. It's a local person that engineers will never do such a building. So why is somebody going to read courses that is not beneficial to his community or state? And I know if it is state is the funding of what? Funding of knowledge. Convert that knowledge to actuaries. I'm telling you, if it can produce 50 actuaries, the fortune of this state will change. I'm telling you out of life. There will be better plan for the agent. How can somebody work all his life and retire? There is no money. Actuaries are not there. For everybody that retired, didn't collect his money within 1 week. Actuary has not visited that place. They are in Lagos. What are they coming to do here when they are collecting their millions there? The school should be able to provide for the future of people that retire. Nobody. The insurance are the one who calculates anything, but at the end of the day, the figure doesn't tally. As you are, madam, if you give necessary information to actuaries, they will tell you the number of years you got to spend on that. They will tell you how much money you need to save now that will not make you to be poor even when you retire. Have you seen an actuary before? No. Just the way you consult your spiritual father. We say don't travel tomorrow. There's danger on the way. That's the way actuary works with businesses. That is why you wake up in the morning, want to leave your house, you pray against incidents or accidents that will cause you. Actuary sees the future. Because for every problem can be converted to what? To equation, mathematical equation. And they will give you the nearest actual of what will be. And actually can tell you what dollar will be in the next 3 weeks, next 1 month. Because of the level of intelligence and application of mathematical knowledge they have. We don't have them in Nigeria. The few ones, as we say, okay, for example, in FRC, we recruit an actuary and give the actuary maybe 25 million naira. And somebody from Canada say, come, I'm giving you 200 million naira. Only a crazy person will stay in Nigeria to get that 25. Unless you have commitment to your country like that. That is the problem we're having. So if you have, and one of the students today, I just said that why can't we introduce assurance science at secondary school level? So that the awareness will be there from the beginning. And we gave the boy a prize today. He's from Christ School. So I want you to ask questions that will move this country forward. And we're going to do it. So in the next year or two, you will see assurance science as a part of the curriculum of secondary school. It is not only for people that are in secondary school, even the teachers. You are very good in mathematics, you can afford that. It's meant for everybody. Come naturally. So everybody, if the principal is interested, she can start today. And by the time principal come back in the next 5 years, I'm very sure he's going to demolish all this building and put a fresh one there. I am telling you, it is possible. So we knew that most of these examinations come from other countries. The professional body is based in UK, Canada, and America. Nigerian government has come and said, don't worry. If you are interested and you have finished your secondary school, you have entered university, you want to write the professional examination, we will take care of you. The tuition fee is about 220,000 naira per course, per one course. Federal government said, don't worry, we are going to bear the cost. If you write the exam and pass, we will refund your money back to you. If you study at Federal Science, you are the best graduate student, we are going to return your school fee to you. What does it mean? It's as good as that. So if you go to a state university and you become the best graduate student, at the end of your 4 or 5 years, calculate all your money and turn it back to you. It's as sweet as that. We are not doing it because there's a crisis. If there's fire in the house, you don't say you forget your ID card somewhere. You want to go and pick the fire. You can replace the ID card before the fire. There is a fire on the mountain here because it is affecting the quality of financial statement that is coming. Because the people that are supposed to assist the auditor and accountant are nowhere to be found. So I will employ you. I will not tell you this is going to be easy. But if you can weather the storm, the sky is the limit for you. I don't know whether any member of our team will have one or two things to add. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to stand on the existing protocol. It's a very big honor for us to be here. So thank you for the privilege, thanks to the management of the school. Now, the point I would just like to make is this. In life, there is nothing impossible. The only thing that is not possible is what you yourself believe is not possible. So you are the one to determine how possible it's going to be. And that's the decision you are expected to make. And the time to make that decision is now. Not even until when you get to SS3. It is now. Somebody that wants to become a doctor tomorrow will start thinking like that from today. Now you that want to become an actuary in the future, start thinking, start behaving like the way an actuary should behave. Remember when Prof was making his presentation, he made a point that when you get home, sit with your parents, try and do research, do findings, go to Google, go to internet, know who is an actuary, what's the job of an actuary. Now when you do that, now start thinking, let it be part of your thinking that yes, in the future, I want to become an actuary. And right from now, let me start thinking like an actuary. Let me tell you, before I drop the mic, let me quickly say this. The future, at times, looks as if it's a long journey. But in reality, it's not long. A lot of us sitting down here, if you flash back, I mean for the adults now, if you flash back some number of years ago, maybe like 2 or 3 decades ago, or even 4 decades ago, some of us were just like these children. And they were telling us the way we are speaking to them now, that and that future has come. So just the way you are hearing it now. So in that future, when you eventually become an actuary, and you start living well, and you start making the money, earning in foreign currency, you will now remember that sometimes in 2025, some group of people came to your school to advocate about the profession. So that's just my few points. Thank you very much. In communication is not complete until you. So we have spoken. We want your feedback. So we want to leave the floor open for people who wants to ask 1 or 2 questions. We were in school a few hours ago. A small boy in GSS2 asked a very, very intelligent question. So we know that you are also very intelligent, even more intelligent. So we want to hear your question. I'll hand over the mic to Ms. Adeshokan to coordinate that.
Thank you very much. The floor is open. Now please signify by waving our hands so that we can call us for the questions, so that our panels can answer your question.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. The floor is yours. We are here today to recognize your opinion and speak to you about this course. Somebody from the back. Anyone, don't be shy. I'm coming towards the back end. And I'll give the mic to somebody. Yeah?
Someone is raising their hand.
Who is raising their hand there? You?
Someone studying a different course than
and study actuarial science in master's.
So the question is,
listen to the somebody ask you a question.
You have a PhD in a field that is not actuarial science. Can you pursue MSc in actuarial science? The answer is yes, you can. Actuarial science is open to any graduate. It's open to anybody. We have seen a medical doctor writing the exam after he had become a medical doctor, and he ended up qualifying. We have seen a biologist, a lady that read biology in a BSc and then decided to pursue actuarial science, and she's qualified now. We have seen mathematician pursuing actuarial science. So in any field, once you have made up your mind that look, I want to pursue it, yes you can. Even if you are not interested in pursuing MSc, you want to stay under your profession, but you want to be writing professional exams. The professional exams can be written. Of Lagos, he did his MSc, and then he's pursuing his PhD. So we have resources. Yes.
Tell us your name and your class.
My name is Olakunle Priscilla, and my question was from Mount Wax. Okay, an actuary. You said my Z based on Nigeria.
Oh, no. It's internationally. But Prof will speak more to that.
The qualification is not localized. An actuary in Nigeria is an actuary at the global level. It is a global qualification. It is like having an international visa. It gives you access to any country, and it gives any country access to you. So it is an international profession. It's not localized.
Let me add to it. You see, that was saying, actuarial profession is a unique one. I'm a chartered accountant. I can practice in Nigeria. For me to go and practice in UK, I have to write some examination or do a kind of conversion there. As I told you, as the Prof said to you, once you qualify in this village of our town of Afao, everybody all over the world is aware because they have one voice. Even though there are 3 professional bodies, SOE, Society of Actuaries of America, IFO, Institute and Faculty of Actuaries of England, and Actuaries Society of US. They are global, they are the presidents are coming to tell you the extent to which Nigeria is taking it. The president of these 3 bodies, they were here last year in June, and they are coming next week to Nigeria. They are visiting, they knew Nigeria have the population, Nigeria has the intent. We were in London in June last year, and I was with the president of IFO, the biggest global body. And I told the president, I said, look at my face very well. We are the most brilliant in the world. He said the name, it was an Indonesian. I said, look, we are known for corruption. We want to convert that corruption to actuarial science now. The Indians are dominating the actuarial world, and we want to take it over from there. The Chinese are coming up. It was South Africa there, has 2000. And Nigeria has 20. It was unspeakable. It's not something you think. It's not that brain we are used to do for one night. We want to convert it. We don't want to do for one night. We want to raise quality professionals. That is one side. And secondly, and I told the president, I said, man, I said, if you compare Nigeria's naira to pounds about 4 years ago, this thing is about 50,000, about maybe 50,000 naira. But because of the worsening naira crisis, I say crisis we have, it has gone to about 250,000 naira. I said, what can you do? You know, the one man told me, the question she asked is, would they have a special program for Nigeria? How much can Nigeria pay? That's where we are now. So if as a global association say, you want to rent a house, a beautiful house like this, about 4 bedroom flats, it's about 1 million naira everywhere, and the landlord say, how much can you pay? That is where they want to, they live in Nigeria. They knew they can get the number from them because once you qualify, you'll be paying your subscription. So it's adding to their cost. They are not looking at the money what they want to collect now. How much can you pay for registration? In short, SOA waived the registration for us. SOA said, don't pay registration fee, come and write exam. In short, one of the organizations, IKere, said, come and write examination free. The first paper you write, if you can pass the first paper, then you can come and register. You can test the water. You don't even need to pay. You can write the professional, the first exam B and exam F, you can write it without paying for the examination. Then when you pass and you want to progress ahead, from there you knew that, okay, I can write this examination. Because those are the basic or actuarial something that you must. So once you pass, then you cannot go and register. We are even ready to come in. That if you are able to write those papers and you want to come, you will pay your money. So there are some papers you can write without paying anything. We will pay for you when you want to go there. This thing is open to work the entire Nigeria. It's open. Just make up your mind now. This message may not become actualized until the next 3 years. So when the time comes, remember, if the state is just the beginning, it is our prayer that very soon it will become a global community. Thank you very much.
An individual is not a university graduate and is aging 30 to 40. Can he still engage in the actuarial science?
You mean in age?
30 to 40.
8 years of age?
Huh?
Any 30 or is 30 years old? Is it not age? Is it not? It's not graduate.
Yes. Yes. You are not graduate, and then suddenly you discover that you could study independently and pass. Yes, you can. There are self-made professionals. There are self-made actuaries. So you shouldn't limit your capability either age-wise or because of your level of education. Yes, you can. You can always change your course, change your direction, change your vision at any given time.
Do you have any other questions?
Some of the bank actors more than Nigeria.
The Nigerians are very, very smart. Depo Ajayi was a former aspirant for Ekiti State governorship. Depo Ajayi finished from our department of Actuarial Science and Insurance, University of Lagos. Depo Ajayi is a fellow. That's an Ekiti man. We have more Ekiti people that are fellow, but they are not in Nigeria. Not that Nigerians, if we start counting them in diaspora, we will have more than 2,000. But we are only looking at those that are staying here. Nigeria produced the first actuaries in Africa. But along the line, we lost it. South Africa was able to create a professional body that is aimed at generating actuaries, producing them in numbers. They align themselves with 2 major universities.
If someone is not good at mathematics, can you offer the course?
Remember, you need 5 basic subjects, is that not it? To get into the university. Even if you want to study Yoruba, you need maths, English, and then other subjects. So maths is essential. At least maths will prepare your mind. Make sure that your analytical thinking is right. Make you a better person. So maths is very, very necessary. Okay, so start developing interest in math. Math is interesting.
Geography as a subject might be related to actual. Use the mic. Geography as a subject, is it related to actual? Geography. Yes.
Any other? What? Physics? Any other? Science or non-science? Government? Anyone? So far you have the 3 subjects that will qualify you: English, mathematics, and economics. So you are good to go.
They know the future.
Beyond the future. They know the future.
Actuaries are very good at prediction. Prediction is about understanding how the past have evolved. You bring it to the present reality, explain it in mathematical terms, and then use it to project into the future. That's what we mean by actuaries predicting the future. You know, for those of you that are doing physics or maths, you are given the equation of a straight line as y equals mx plus c. Is that not it? Yeah. So what is y equals ms plus c? Y is the vertical line, have you? Yeah. M is the slope. Is that not it? X is the horizontal line. Is that not it? And then we say C is the intercept. Now let me just change the definition a bit and say that y is my variable of interest, what I am interested in. My m is the rate of change in my y for every unit change in x. And then c is the minimum value that my y can take. That y equals ms plus c is the beginning of modeling. It's just that your math teacher will not want to scare you. The math teacher will just call it equation of a straight line. But it's modeling. That's where it starts. So that's what actually.
Let me give insight to that. Maybe you want to understand it. A story is being. So upon the interview, they were going through his CV. He told them, they said, okay. He said he was in Nigerian Railway. He worked several years there. He worked about a few years there until Nigerian Railway became defunct. From there, he went to Nigerian Airways. And after several years, Nigerian Airways became defunct. You know, they say, okay, you have left 2 places that are already defunct. You are coming here. There is every likelihood that if we recruit you, we are likely to shut this place down. So, actuaries use information that is in the past. That is why, whether you like it or not, the astrologers can predict whether they are going to be rain today or not. It's not because of what is going to happen today. They have looked at the histories of rainfall. Maybe, for example, there was a time I have a belief that on the 15th of every January, I was growing up, I just noticed that on the 15th of every January, there must be rain. And it was following first year, second year, third year, until 1 year that rain didn't fall. You understand what I'm saying? So the actuaries will have factored in why there wouldn't be a rainfall on the 5th of that particular year. So they work on previous information. There's a correlation between what is happening now and what has happened in the past. Let me give you an example, which is maybe very wrong. You are a girl, you are involved in unprotected sexes, and you are doing abortion several times. There is a guarantee that at the end of the day, when you are ready to have your own child, you are likely to have complications. It's a very rough thing. I'm just telling you. So, actually work on past information that have led to the condition we are facing now. Nigeria does not have economic problems suddenly. It's as a result of past mismanagement. And if government is not doing anything right now, the situation can only get worse. But where the government is taking everything possible, they curb unnecessary importation, and you saw the action, then the actually can now change that, look,
concrete action is being made to better Nigeria's economy?
When I was taking admission, natural science, but I didn't know much about it. So then I searched the brochure, and it wasn't in physical sciences and life sciences. So I was discouraged. And this day, we have more science students than commercial. Even schools, some schools don't even have commercial students. So I think the science students should know that they too can take part. As soon as I knew it then, I would have considered it better than I did.
The reason why I choose interest to answer your question, I used to be like you. But I didn't get to know that there is a course called actuarial science until I had my first degree. So when I joined the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria, and I was reading through the acts, and I discovered that the council has a directorate of actuarial standards. And when I discovered that, that's what led to the fact that I bought an admission form to university.
You must come. Yes, I saw it. Thank you. Thank you, my God bless you.
To enlighten other students who might have put other courses, so we can change.
Fún ìròyìn wa, tó dáhùn tó gbóyìnbó ẹ̀ wáyé nípa sẹ́yìn.
Ṣé mo gidi gan? Professor kan wà tó ń pè ní actuarial science. Ó jẹ́ ìbànújẹ́ ọkàn pé Nàìjíríà ò ní actuaries. Actuaries àwọn dẹ̀ wà wọ́n kàn ṣe pàtàkì gan gbèsè kan sí invest owó tẹ́ sọ fún ẹ̀kọ́ gbogbo àná lọ sọ sí ìtàkà ń ṣe NHS ẹ̀ ló ń lè tàbí ìdíkan náà sọ. Ìbànújẹ́ pé àwọn tá a nílò ní Nàìjíríà ìwọ̀n tó gbọ̀n àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀ tó láti kọ́ wọ́n lè di orílẹ̀-èdè ìlú àti wá sẹ́yìn sí àwọn ilé ìwé ìgbà pé ká máa bá wọn sọ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣí wọn pa ká máa ṣí wọn ní ipa láti ó wà program yẹn kó lọ síbẹ̀ lọ study ẹ̀ tó máa ṣe tán wá lọ ṣe professional examination kọ́ náà lè jẹ́ kí ẹ kó máa wọ́n ní ìlú lọ́wọ́ pẹ̀lú ẹyẹ wọn bíi tán àti ọgbọ̀n Nàìjíríà ò lè ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú wọn ti kéré jù ó kàn ṣe dúpẹ́ ìwà tí hàn ní iléèwé gíga tí ọmọ ń lọ bíi 100 ẹ pé tíṣà kan ló wà bẹ́ẹ̀ bó ṣe rí ni ẹni tíṣà yẹn fẹ́ bọ́ kò ní kọ́ ọmọ iléèwé tó yẹ kó kọ́ wọn so iṣẹ́ òwò yẹn ó jẹun tó ń ba Nàìjíríà jẹ́ ẹ bá wọ orílẹ̀-èdè mi bíi South Africa ní ẹgbẹ̀rún méjì Nàìjíríà ní gbogbo tí Nàìjíríà tó ń bí ọgbà ló jẹ́ bàjẹ́ fún wa sọ pé ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lọ káàkiri àti lọ sí Jos University of Jos Federal University of Gusau University of Benin àti wà University of Lagos àti wà ní Denison University ní Asaba.
How do you think this kind of your initiative will help in achieving results?
We should appreciate the current executive secretary of the Financial Reporting Council for initiating the Nigerian Actuarial Development Program. The main goal is actually to create awareness and also increase the enrollment into the actuarial science. And so we adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Executive Secretary Financial Reporting Council tí wọ́n gbé ètò yìí kalẹ̀ láti jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ nípa actuarial science. Actuarial science jẹ́ lára àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ táwọn ọmọ lè kọ́ ní school tó jẹ́ wípé tí wọ́n bá parí wọ́n máa yọ̀ǹgàn nínú àwùjọ àwọn náà dẹ̀ dákún ìlọsíwájú ìlú fún láti polongo ẹ̀ ètò táwa ṣe ní Ekiti ìrọ̀lẹ́ ìkọ́tà dẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe pé a fẹ́ jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn wọ́n mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ kí àwọn ọmọ wa bá ṣe ń parí ẹ̀kọ́ àgbà kí wọ́n máa lọ fún program yẹn